Rustic, wild, raw, dangerous is the Bronx. And the Bulldozer's here for the very first time. And for what organization had the balls to bring me here? To KW. On the marquee is Raze and I in the main event. I seen Raze and what he did with AR Fox. He's gonna try to duplicate that this evening and pick up the W against me. But he's gonna have to try and try real hard. You see, the Bulldozer from Atlantic City is in a New York state of mind tonight. And I am not leaving the fitness gym. I am not leaving 2KW with a loss. I'm coming for the victory. Raze, I am the king of the death matches, the only Grand Slam winner in this business walking today. I hope you bring your A game and bring 110% in that ring, because tonight's gonna get violent. Tonight is gonna get crazy in New York.
Oh God, you know what? I'm sorry, ladies and gents, but right now I'm being joined by Matthew Ryan Shapiro.
Did you like that? Did you like that side ski?
No, listen, Shapiro, I appreciate what you do for the company, what you do for wrestling, but there's no need for you to be here right now. We've taken care of things so far without your ability.
You need the voice of pro wrestling on the biggest match in 2KW Pro history. And there he is, the Bulldozer, Matt Tremont.
Listen, you need tell me not about a man who is in pro wrestling, who does damage. You hear the crowd right now. Bulldozer, Matt Tremont, a man who has so many puncture wounds in his body that were he to swim, he would sink immediately.
He is a man that has put his body through more than I could imagine, and I can imagine some terrible things, Syph.
Listen, I've been on 4chan, I've seen his crotch. I know it is a travesty down there. He has taken more puncture wounds than anyone can. Listen to that crowd.
You always seemed more like a dig guy.
I said he's crotch, so that means he's a dig.
Fair enough.
But he's about to face one of the biggest, no, not one of, but the biggest monster here in 2KW. A bit choked up because you have the monster, the King of Kaiser right now coming out. Oh man.
The undefeated King of Kaiju.
We saw him face a man who Matt Tremont himself faced in CZW in a death match. AR Fox, one-on-one. And who came out the victor? Who cares? Because regardless of both, our good friend, the King of Kaiju Raze, is going to win above both else. Right now, here he comes, baby.
I'm not a man who gets emotional. I'm not a man who gives himself away to moments. But right here, right now, is a moment in 2KW Pro.
Listen, Shapiro, I know you've got your talents, you've got your guys, you do your work, you do your thing. But when you've got these two bulls, you know what, forget that. These two bison out there in this ring, this is the match of the year right now. 2006 is less than 20 days in, and we've got this happening. Matt Tremont, the Bulldozer, the King of Kaiju, Raze, one-on-one, 2KW4. This is it.
It certainly is, and while you're 10 years behind on the times, as it's 2016, we're about to throw down here.
I travel time, so calm down.
All right. Well, as our Time Lord play-by-play man settles in, let's go down to the Skizix, the Scuzzball, the queen of Tremont Avenue, Steffi Silver.
I don't see why the crowd boos. That is the CZW World Champion. This is beyond a meeting of the bulls. This is beyond two Mack trucks. This is ice road truckers on a ice-thin battlefield.
In the marketing material for this show, they were talking about the meeting of the monsters. And this is it right here. You can feel it right here, right now at Darrow's Extreme Fitness. They lock up.
Collar and elbow are the two beasts right now.
Tremont, the more experienced of the two, the more well-traveled. But Raze has been on a winning streak here in 2KW that is hard, if not impossible, to match.
This is Matt Tremont's first time here.
Now, right now, I can tell you from the ringside perspective, both men are trying to get a feel for each other. They're both trying to understand what it is that is inside each man's mind. This is the first time they've faced each other. It's a jockeying a position.
More than a month ago, that man, Matt Tremont, the bulldozer, put out a promo to let it be known that he had no fear against the Walking Riot Raze, and Walking Riot Raze made it let it be known that he had no fear against the same man.
Both men just jockeying for position, giving no quarter and taking none less, just fighting back and forth here, jostling, and they break away. Now, Scythe, you've been out here all night. You've seen some incredible things. What do you make of what we've seen so far?
Listen, the matches so far have been fantastic, but as I've been pushing this entire night, this is our main event. This is our main event for a reason. We've got two big behemoths. A man who was CZW World Champion. You know what? Raze wrestled AR Fox at our last show. Got the victory. And now we've got Matt Tremont, the bulldozer, the CZW World Champion. The man who's been punctured more times than any balloon in the world is out here wrestling him one-on-one. And you feel that punch on 2KW4. Big headbutt. Matt Tremont has got a lot to prove. Because you know what? When you beat a man who lost to a man you beat, you don't feel as important. And that's why Raze wants to make sure he beats this man, Matt Tremont. Because he beat AR Fox, who beat him back in CZW.
And he saw Raze throw Tremont right to the outside. Oh my goodness. This is not a wrestling match. Let's not put any airs on this. This is a fight. And oh, here we go. And here comes the hardware.
As you just stated, the chairs are flying in.
And the echoes of the ultraviolet underground creep their way into the 2KW Pro world.
Our fans are not idiots. They know what's happening. They know what should transpire. These two men are going to kill each other. Thank you, sire.
And Tremont giving...
Oh, water bottle right between the dough.
Just a little liquid libation to refresh. Oh, my goodness. I don't know where Matt Tremont's mouth has been, but if I was Raze, I'd see the doctor.
You got to remember, once it's moist, it's no longer a choice.
You frighten me. And it's broken down here. They are fighting near the entranceway, right near where our music station is. Darrow's Extreme Fitness may live up to its name here tonight.
Well, we've broken their walls before. Big chair shot to the back. Countered by Raze. Big chair shot to the head of Matt Tremont.
And this standing room only crowd in the Bronx are getting a treat right now. It's a clear out in the crowd. It is broken down here.
Listen, Shapiro, I'm glad you're here and not playing the part of your asshole. Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? The fans are literally on their feet, standing on chairs and everything else in between to see this.
Everybody's vining, everybody's Instagramming, trying to get their 13 seconds of fame here tonight.
This is what 2KW Pro has to offer. And you hear the crowd.
Garbage can lid. That wasn't a chair Scythe. That was a garbage can lid.
You know, I'm afraid to sit here right now. I don't want these guys coming towards us and throwing anything towards us.
Well, the party's making its way towards us. Raze making a Gesture towards his head.
Oh God, no, he's making a beeline towards us. Oh man, no. Shapiro.
Nope.
Shapiro.
No, they're not.
Take
Reversal.
the body bullet. No, no.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Into the pole, into the stanchion that hold that.
Matt Tremont hitting a pole that holds up a 3-story building, body first.
Tremont saying, make those shots count. Come on, kid, make them count. And that's what Raze is doing right now.
And that's what I said before. These guys are beyond bulls. They are beyond beasts. They are doing what no normal men do in a professional wrestling ring. That's why they are outside. They are taking care of business. This is a matter of bulls.
We are doing our best to cover all of this action.
This is what 2KW Pro is all about. Welcome to 2KW Pro 4. Come back for 2KW Pro 5.
Well, we're not done with 2KW Pro 4 yet. We gotta wonder what happens in what John Davis calls a church. I call a cesspool.
Listen, I don't appreciate you being out there beforehand and taking care of what you did. That was unfair, sir.
It was, but you know what? I'll have my time to talk.
So you admit that it was unfair. So you admit it was unfair, so I can take you to court on that.
No, you
Can I
cannot.
not?
You
admitted just now,
That's
sir.
conjecture and hearsay. Let's focus on the action.
After this match, we are going to have a talk. Back inside the ring is Matt Tremont, CZW World Champion. You know what? And that's how you work yourself. You know what it is? You get those fingers right in the eyes and you go right to town. There's 2 chairs in there. Set them up. Oh, baby.
That garbage can lid rearing its ugly head, Irish whip off the ropes. Line drive, deep left center. Good
As
night.
if a shotgun just went off. 1, 2, only a 2.
This is what you give me!
Matt Tremont, a man who has wrestled all of the Upper East Coast, Canada, everywhere else. There is not a single portion of his body that has not been penetrated. If you look at his crotch on Instagram, it is not nice. He takes care of business.
Tremont walking in here with a wound with a Band-Aid on his left elbow, threatening the crowd while he throttles the life out of Raze, making it look easy.
It's like a Cisco situation. Just one Band-Aid to throw them all off, but the rest is in full control. But look at that Tremont breathing away. That man really is a bulldozer as he stands.
The crowd has not left their feet. Got a portion of the crowd standing tall and proud.
Raze, the man who we saw take out AR Fox the last show, 2KW4.
At 2KW3, we saw those 2 men do battle.
2KW3, but you heard that chop right there, Matthew Ryan Shapiro.
I did. It was a deadly right hand.
That's enough to put anyone's Christmas lights out right there. But you see, Raze wants more. He wants more.
He's taking more. It's not about wanting, it's taking.
Oh!
Clubbing blows. Laying it in.
And it's like Misawa's back in the ring. Machine gun chop. Tremont down on the bottom rope. Tremont back up. Takes him in the corner himself. Instant snap down. Face first hits the ground, does Raze.
Well, both men go down. It is a situation to where we'll cover 1, 2, kick out at 2. Raze getting that inside shoulder up.
You see that Raze not ready to be done right now. Kicks out. You see that Tremont going back to what he's used to. He knows the pro wrestling style. He knows how to work hardcore. He will grab a chair. He's choked men out with barbed wire. He is not. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Tremont. He knows Raze is behind him. He knows this.
The bulldozer stalking his prey. And you know what? I'm glad that 2KW Pro Management decided to make this match no disqualification, because we want to see a winner and a loser here. Or a loser like John Davis, but that's a story for another day. Oh my God!
Do-si-do 3 times. The bulldozer hits it over the top. Backdrop driver. Cover. 1, 2. Should have been the 3 if you ask me. Kicks out at the 2. Does the bulldozer.
Somehow, oh no. I don't like that sign. That sign usually means bad things.
You want to see big things? Rolling lariat. Comes back the other way. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No.
That is a world champion in the ring. That is a man who's been through the cage of death, the tournament of death, more types of death than you can imagine. And you know what? It's going to take that little extra from the king of kaiju to make it happen here tonight.
And that is why Matt Tremont is a CZW World Champion. He takes no bullshit, no nothing from no one. Ducks a clothesline. Huge lariat. Oh, huge lariat. If he had gotten that cover, I promise you. Matthew Ryan Superior, I hate you as much as I do, but if he had gotten that cover, that would be the victory right now for Matt Tremont. The crowd rallying behind, I don't know who. It could be Raze, it could be Tremont. I'm not sure who they get rally behind now, right now.
They're lemmings, it doesn't matter.
Tremont, the first to a vertical base. A man who has experienced a lot more damage than any other person has. It's about to get very hardcore.
The chair says, I see you, and certainly someone's going to be taking a trip to the hospital tonight.
No, Raze back up to a vertical base. Oh, gunshot! Oh, SD from the top rope on a chair. 1, 2, 3, there you go. And you have Raze, the Walking Riot, 2KW Zone, just beat the CZW World's Heavyweight Champion, Matt motherfucking Tremont, in a singles endeavor here in 2KW. What does that say about the Walking Riot Raze?
R-A-Z-E, Raze. I will give respect. The respect is due. There you go. You just beat the king of the death matches. 1, 2, 3. In the middle of the fucking ring. I'll shake your hand. You earned my respect, brother.
That is respect amidst pros. 2KW once again not disappointing when you guys come to see us. We are the realists. We'll be back after this non-commercial break.